Fortunately, in my real estate career, everything actually has moved along fairly smoothly. I haven't had those real, nightmare stories, but one I can certainly think of that was extremely uncomfortable, made me just a huge level of discomfort. I remember early on in my real estate career, I was probably only a couple of years into my real estate business. Even it might even been the first full year I was in real estate. And what ended up happening was I had a buyer. We looked at a house. They said they wanted to go buy it. They wanted to buy it, and it was like, we want to go back to the house. We want to negotiate this. We don't want to go back and forth. We want to sit in our car. And we weren't in multiple offers. They just simply wanted to negotiate it out. They wanted to get it done all in one sitting rather than the back and forth. Taking an afternoon or a day to do that. They wanted to do it in person, get it done. So the sellers of this home, I was representing the buyers, and the sellers were at their cottage for the weekend, and they came home from the cottage. They were sitting at the house ready. I meet my clients at the house out front. My clients had gotten there probably about 15, 20 minutes ahead of me, and they decided to do another walk around the neighborhood, drive around the neighborhood. Well, don't they tell me, we don't want this house. I'm like, what do you mean? I got the offer written, right? I'm like we were like really ready to sign it on the hood of my car. And they're like, no, we don't want this house. We actually changed our mind. We don't like the area. We need you to go in and tell them. And I got to tell you, early on in my career, that was one of the most, it would still be uncomfortable today, right? You're really disrupting people's lives. And again, we could have done it by email. We could have done it, in any number of ways. But this is the way that the buyers wanted to do it. And the seller accommodated for that. The seller's agent accommodated for that. And at the end of the day, I had to go in with egg on my face and say, really sorry to spoil your weekend. Here we are. You came home from the cottage. We're not going to do a deal. Now, presumably, they would have come home from the cottage anyways. It's just we happened to have it, so they came home a lot sooner. So, that was definitely one of those stories that kind of sticks out there. And oftentimes, when I'm dealing with clients, buyers, or sellers, it's these stories and experiences that actually that I can share in those moments that can be useful to buyers or sellers to help them sort of understand the market. So there's a lot of things that I've gone through over the years, and there's a lot of knowledge and expertise and skill that I've gained out of that I share with my clients. So in the comments, tell me what your nightmare real estate experience has been.